You there, stop what you're doing, hold on, I've got something important to ask you. What do 7 Lines, 2012, and FL Studio all have in common other than contributing to my extremely lonely childhood? That's right, the emergence of a new genre known as Melodic Dubstep. This genre really put me in my feels back in the day, and although its recent popularity has dwindled, it's still got a big place in all of our hearts. Now before I get further into the video, I wanted to let you guys know that this channel usually gets quite a few requests for sponsors, but I don't like to promote things that I wouldn't feel 100% comfortable about telling you guys to use. However, with DistroKid this isn't the case. I've been using DistroKid personally for about 2 years now, for multiple side projects, and even to release this channel's music on Spotify, Apple Music, and dozens of other stores. What I've always liked about them is that for less than 20 bucks a year, that's less than $2 a month, using my link distrokid.com/VIP/EDM remix, you can upload all of your music online for a whole year with an extra 7% off. For reference, most websites charge almost twice that just for one album. And the best part is that you get to keep 100% of your earnings on the money you earn from your music. I genuinely feel like you guys would benefit from this, and I wouldn't promote it if I didn't feel that way. Plus, for every one of you who signs up, I get a $5 bonus, so it's a win-win for both of us. And I hope to start hearing your music soon. So without further ado, let's get into it. First, start by setting the project to 140 BPM. You're going to want to start the song with something that grabs the listener's ear right away. In this case, I took a bunch of pads and soundscapes and faded them in with some LFOs. Like always, add an acapella like the ones from my website.
If I was to tell you that I would never leave your side, then maybe you'd say me and we could live in paradise. If I was to
Make a soundscape out of various pads and background elements. Layer this flute thingy. Together. For writing a 7 Lines track, the chords are very important. He's used this progression a bunch of times in songs like Strangers and Days to Come. It starts off with an F minor, then an A flat major, then a C minor, and then most importantly, the B flat major. But in this case, there's something unique going on with it. As normal, the chord starts off with a gap of 3 and then a gap of 2, meaning that the chord is a major chord. However, what 7 Lines likes to do is add an E flat to the progression. This E flat gives the final chord some tension and adds that classic melodic dubstep feel that all of his old songs have. And as compared to... So now take your chord progression and put it on a soft piano. As well as layer it on a Rhodes piano. Add a distorted sub that does that one thing. I don't even know what this is, but it adds ambience. Whoosh. Add a distorted lead for ambience. Add a clappy snare. Layer a sparse dubstep kick pattern. Bring in the plucks. Add an angry saw bass. Now let's hear what our finished intro sounds like. For your build-up, try switching your piano rhythm to a faster groove. Also add this weird kick build thingy. Bring the pluck back in. Add some really airy and bright pads. Layer a cinematic drum loop. I'm not even joking, literally layer every single riser you can find. Double whoosh. Take your soundscape and bring up the volume right before the drop to treat it like a riser. Add a bunch of Foleys and reverses as well. Add this subdrop thing right after the build to create tension. Here's what your finished buildup should sound like. Layer a punchy low kick and a crispy top kick. Together, add a sweeping high pass snare, a punchy top snare, a deep low end snare, a tonal snare, a pre-shift clap, and another snare thing that sounds like a clap. Together, layer a bunch of rides and crashes like this one. Also, after your first supersaw chord, try adding something that relieves the tension. Add a bunch of different effects, glitches, and fills to really bring out the variety. Don't act so surprised. How could you forget the wet pianos? Here's what your drums and effects together should sound like. Add a crispy saw stack for your synths. Here's a quick tip. Most people think that you need massive supersaws with 15 layers to replicate 7 lines, but this actually isn't the case. Try using only 2 or 3 layers with relatively low blends to make sure every note is clearly audible. If you listen carefully, most of 7 lines chords get the real punch from the basses. Speaking of which, try adding a very distorted bass with a valley nature to it. Layer it with a regular saw bass. And finally, a crispier mono bass. Also, for the last bit of grit, try adding a bass like this. And don't you dare forget the sub. Layer a glitchy low-range lead with a lot of white noise. And don't forget to add random parts of your acapella to the drop. So now with everything together, let's hear the finished result.
If I was to tell you that I would never leave your side, then maybe you'd say me and we could live in paradise. If I was to tell you that one day you could be my bride, then maybe I'm crazy, yeah, we'd be seeing eye to eye. What happened to the right words? You set a fire to my soul, I was addicted to the burn. What happened to our first touch? You set a fire to my soul, I'm still addicted to your love. I want you, I'm right here. Don't think about those nightmares. I need you so severe. Whenever you're lost, I'm near. What happened to the right words? You set a fire to my soul, I was addicted to the burn. What happened to our first touch? You set a fire to my soul, I'm still addicted to your love.
Hey there. If you made it to the end of this video, I just wanted to let you know that you are a real one. I also wanted to let you know that after many requests, I've finally released my own music on Spotify, Apple Music, and SoundCloud. My new song, Lose My Mind, is available on literally all platforms, so make sure to check out that link in the description. Also, if you're one of the people who haven't hopped on the train yet, I'd recommend getting on and subscribing with post notifications turned on, cause it's moving fast. Also, if you liked the video, like it. And as always, thank you guys for watching and cheers.
Heartaches